Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. To my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back again. If you're new here, welcome. This is the first time on this channel. Welcome to this channel. My name is Jane Eze. I'm an international student in the UK. Here I talk about my experience and I share information that will be helpful to people coming to the UK as well as people living in the UK. This is my face. I know this is not a video that I'm showing my face, but this is what I look like. Welcome to this channel. So guys, today we'll be talking about some of the confusing questions that you can come across when you're filling out your application for the Tier 4 visa, which is your student visa. I have a lot of people who have asked me questions about these questions, and so I decided to put them together and do a video to explain those, okay, or explain these questions. So here we are. For this question, is trying to determine your relationship evidence. The question is, have you previously provided evidence of your marriage or civil partnership to Jane Eze in a successful application as a dependent? Now, don't forget that Jane Eze in this situation is the student, right? And so this question is asking you if you have submitted evidence of your marriage to Jane in any successful application as a dependent. If you guys have applied before as a couple and you've gotten visa as a couple, then you can go ahead and say yes. But most people have not, and if you have not applied as a couple before, then your answer is no. There should be no confusion around this. If you have a successful visa as a couple, then go ahead and say yes, but if not, your answer is no. This is another question that causes a lot of confusion. It says, in addition to the names already provided, are you now or have you ever been known by another name? Now, some people have done name changes probably due to marriage or for whatever reason. If you have done that, this is where you have to state that you answer yes, and it will take you to the next field where you're able to put the names in the field, okay? So this is the field where it brings you to when you say yes. You can see that it gives you the opportunity to put in the names that you're talking about. So it asks you details of your other name, other given name or names, and your other family name. So for people who have done name change, you can put in the other name in here, okay? Here's another question. Does anyone rely on you for financial support? And then it goes ahead to tell you to include both those traveling with you and those who are not. Now, you guys listen. This question also states that, oh, you can put children below 18, children above 18 who live with you, children who you look after all the time, or older relatives who need you for accommodation or other support. Now, this is where you put your children. You know how people ask, oh, where do I declare my children in my visa application? This is the question. Put the names of your children here. Put the names of your children under this question. And some people will ask, oh, can I put my spouse or my partner here? I don't think it's necessary. Some people go ahead to put it because maybe the partner depends on them for financial support. But I think that if you've declared your spouse under the spouse field, you don't have to put them here because it states here to put your children or people who you look after all the time. If you have older parents or older relatives or your parents and you and they depend on you financially, you can actually attach their details here as well. So if you do have kids or you have older relatives, please go ahead and say yes. And it will take you to the next field where you're able to put in their details, okay? Now, just to mention that even if you include those names here, it doesn't mean that their application is attached to your application. You will still have to fill individual applications for whoever is going with you. And also don't forget that your dependents can only be your immediate family, which is your partner or your children. Even if you attach older relatives here, it doesn't mean that they are your dependents. They cannot go as dependents with you under the Tier 4 visa. So keep that in mind when you do this or when you answer this question. So this is the page where you'll be brought to if you say yes to the last question. It will ask you what the person's relationship to you. So go ahead and fill if it is your son or your daughter. You put in their name as well as their family name, which is your surname. You put in their date of birth as well, and then you answer the other questions. Do they live with you? Are they traveling with you? And so on. So for this question, guys, it's under declaration. A lot of people ask me questions about this, and I'll try to explain this. Now, there are 4 options under this declaration. If you're doing this for yourself, you're the students, of course, you pick the first option. Now, for people who are filling for their dependents, their kids, especially who are below 18, you're either going to pick between the second option and the third option. You have to pick one of them. Now, these 2 options have different outcomes, right? So the second one has a different outcome while the third one has a different outcome. It doesn't mean your visa outcomes, it just means the application process. If you pick the second question, it will take you to this question where you're asked in what capacity are you representing the applicant. You just go ahead and say family member, save and continue, and that is it. But if you choose the option that says that you're the parent of the child, the parent or the guardian, you will have to do the third party declaration. Now, some people don't like to do plenty paperwork. So if you don't like plenty paperwork, then just pick the second option where you choose that the applicant is below 18 and then keep it going. But if you choose that you're the parent of the child, then you have to fill the third party declaration. It's a 3-page document where you have to sign. It's not a big deal really, but it's just additional documentation that some people do not like. But if you don't mind it, you can go ahead and pick the third option. Both of them are right, by the way. Both of them will give you what you want. Both of them are correct. So don't worry about one being correct and the other being wrong. Both of them are correct options. They just have like different things that you have to do when you choose them. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Yes, so when you come to this page, you're almost at the end of your application or at the end of filling answers, right? So it's the IHS page. It gives you a warning that says your answers will be locked when you go to the IHS page or IHS website. If you do not pay your IHS straight away, if you need to make any changes to your answers, you must do so now. If you go ahead and say go to IHS website, you will not be able to make any more corrections on your application, and so it will take you straight to the site where you have to pay for your IHS. Mind you, you would have to pay for your IHS, which is your health surcharge, before you pay for your application. Yes, so keep that in mind. But yeah, that's about it. If there's any question that I have missed, guys, please put in the comment section. You can always ask me and I will answer that. Yeah, so yeah, these are the questions that I have had people asking me over and over again recently. I don't know if I missed anyone, so if I did miss anyone, please don't hesitate to ask. You can ask that in the comment section. You can send me a personal message and I'll try my best to answer you. Okay guys, so yeah, that's it for this video. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want more information around coming to the UK, living in the UK as well. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to like it and share with your friends and your family. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye guys.